The Bahamas Bridge Authority signs a brand new industrial agreement with the government under the Bahamas Communications and Public Officers Union. Union President Sherry Benjamin says though she's grateful to come to this point, she personally would have liked to see more provisions for her members.
I believe that had we held out, we could have gotten more. However, the members say sign and give them their things, and so I followed the instructions. I'm a creature of habit, a creature of instructions, and so the member says to sign, and who am I to go against their wishes?
Benjamin further explains that she was hoping for members to get compensated for the years in which the previous agreement was expired, which amounts to a total of 3 years.
However, Mr. Longley and Mr. Evans, the labor consultant, pointed out to us that the economic conditions of the country at this time was not favorable, that to allow for us to be able to get compensation for those years, and we don't want to seem unreasonable or unrealistic because we live in the same environment that they live in. And so we understand that the government is trying their best.
Bridge Authority Chairman Basil Longley also outlines what this particular agreement entails.
A number of benefits were increased. For example, the increments, as Ms. Benjamin said, the salary scales were expanded because as you increase increments, each staff member would move closer and closer towards the top of their salary scales. So we wanted to ensure that after the increments are awarded, that there was still room within the salary scales for any further increases, for example, performance increases, because these increases for these increments are pretty much across the board increases. So we achieved that. There were allowances for various types of jobs, hazard pay, for example, meal allowance, etc.
Longley adds that they also took into account the increasing cost of living, which also affected the provisions in this agreement.
We did wide consultation. We did extensive reviews of the Bridge Authority's situation, the government's situation, and what's happening in the industry overall with other unions, etc. And that really formed the basis of our case, and for us to be able to objectively select which things we can afford to increase and justify why the increases.
Some 38 members are set to benefit from the agreement's provisions, which Benjamin says dates back to January 1st of this year. This means that all remunerations will date back to that date. Leah Cooper, Eyewitness News.